Good. New acquisitions.
Behold, my stuff.
It has been a while since I have done mystery boxes and latest acquisitions, and after I got done with that 3 months of work on the Indiana Jones 5 review, that's up now, I needed a few palate cleansers, and so I did the recent Action Force Retro Desert Rat video. That was a nice change of pace to kind of reset my brain. I have a bunch of overdue unboxings and new acquisitions to talk about. I used to do unboxings pretty regularly, but they've fallen off as I've gotten embroiled in these bigger projects. So first up, I have some acquisitions, some of which were surprises from friends and supporters of the channel, some of which I bought on my own. So first up, we have the Retro X-Men 97 Rogue, which I got. I have this thing for collecting Rogue. I don't know why. Marvel Legends versions of Rogue, I tend to collect them. The only one I haven't picked up is the, I think it's the Astonishing X-Men Rogue. She's a little too stylized for my taste, but I really was excited to get this one. So this showed up recently, as well as the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker from the 40th Black Series line. He showed up with a little quirk. I got him direct from Hasbro Pulse, and his bubble is like splintered and has a huge hole in the corner of it, like it just shattered. And there was no indication of any damage in the shipping itself. It just seems like they just didn't quality control check that particular example and they just mailed it to me. Now, fortunately, I'm an opener, so it doesn't really matter, but it does show how Hasbro doesn't really care about the customer. A little earlier than that, I picked up Bastila Shan, because I've always loved that character from Knights of the Old Republic. And this Luke is destined to go with this Mara Jade that I picked up several months back. I actually got two of her. But Luke and Mara are going to go on display together with Thrawn as part of my expanded universe grouping, which will manifest at some point in the near future. All right. On the far right over there, you'll see the Jada Toys Street Fighter II Classic Chun-Li. That was kindly found and sent to the channel by Renato. Thank you, Renato, for finding that for me. I greatly appreciate it. I will be talking about that figure soon. I'd like to wait until Cammy comes out because, as you know, on this channel, I tend to like to talk about groups of figures if I'm going to do a calculated discussion of figures. I generally don't like to talk about one figure in a video, unless it's some massive robot or something that does all kinds of stuff. And then finally, here is the Playmobil Magnum PI set that surprisingly showed up from my good friend Michael Schaefer. I did not expect that to arrive. Thank you so much, Michael, for surprising me with that. I will be doing a review of it while I continue to write the script for my review of the Playmobil Back to the Future range, which is also, yes, still in the works. So these are kind of the latest open acquisitions, but I have a pile of boxes right here. Some from people who just surprised the channel, and others, I think 2 others that I purchased. I think I know what's in them. But let's get these open real quick. I'm going to set Luke off to the side here. Let's get these open real quick and see what they are. Now, the first one, I accidentally opened this in advance. This is just a thank you note. I won't read the whole thing. But this is a thank you note from Angela. And Angela just wanted to thank the channel for helping her through a rough time in her life. And that the channel and the content bring her comfort. And that's what this channel was always supposed to be about. And I'm so glad that Angela took the time to write, because that's what keeps us going. That's the reason we still do the videos, is for the people who get and appreciate, that kind of off-the-cuff sarcastic humor and don't take things too seriously as far as just being able to poke fun at these toy lines, but at the same time also appreciating deep analysis of pop culture. Angela, thank you so much for the extremely kind letter. Melinda has read it as well, and she wanted to send along, her support of what you're going through right now. And she sent British candy, which Angela clearly knows my vices, because for years now on the channel, everybody has become aware that British candy is British candy and chocolate is my my confection obsession. So this couldn't have been a nicer thank you. I'm going to take this up and put it in the magic antique icebox candy cupboard that we have upstairs, where all this lives, so that we can enjoy it while we watch TV at night. But Angela, thank you so much for sending that beautiful letter and just supporting the channel. And I'm just so glad that the channel and the content that we make makes you feel better day to day, because that's I think we all deserve that on some level, is finding something that doesn't make us feel alone, and doesn't make us feel like somebody else doesn't get us, like nobody gets us, because I know how that feels. But Angela, I will be I'll make sure to reach out very soon. Thank you. Ooh, careful. Okay, wow, this is this looks like vintage material, vintage ephemera. We have here, oh man, okay, so we have here a Robin Hood Robin Hood flower, and it looks like a promotional item. Let me get this on camera here. It looks like a promotional item. I got it upside down. Called it's made. It's a promotional map of Europe, I assume in or right before World War II. But it's gorgeous, and it's completely preserved. Yeah, it's a war map of Europe by Robin Hood Flour Mills Limited. And it looks like it's based out of, says Vancouver, Montreal. So this is a Canadian flour company. This is in immaculate condition. So I want to keep this extremely nice. This is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sending this. I will keep that very safe in my Robin Hood / World War II file. They also sent a vintage Lego Design Club, Junior Designers Club envelope from Canada, which is in great shape. Along with the paperwork for Lego mail order service out of Ontario from back in the day. This looks like it was dated 1987. So these are 1987 Lego catalogs. Oh, it's from Eric. It says, "Dear Michael and Melinda," I found the letter. I hope this note finds you both well. The World War II map is of Canadian origin. I grew up there, and of the true period. Also enclosed are some vintage Lego advertisements and a magazine clipping from 1977 from a woman's magazine for the generic space station build. I've heard about this. Okay. First of all, Eric, thank you so much for sending this. Let me show this off. This was a famous DIY, do-it-yourself project that parents could buy their kids and then build it for them to create a massive space station for their Star Wars toys. A generic but exhaustively large space station playset. Such a cool idea. And I've never had, I've only seen pictures of it on the internet. I've never actually had direct catalog images of it before, but as you can see right there, get that in the light, it was huge. This thing, once you built it yourself using the instructions, this thing would have been massive. I mean, it looks like it could, you know, take on the USS Flag in terms of surface area. I mean, you've got landing areas for X-Wings and all kinds of stuff in here. This is, oh, I still need to find the instructions for this and see if I can just build it one day. This would be incredible. Not that that's something I'm sure anybody wants to hear in my family right now because space is at a premium. Eric, thank you so much for sending this reference material and this amazing war map. I'm gonna keep these safe, and I'm really curious about this space station now. I've always known about it, but now I'm really curious. I'm sure there's somebody online that's built it from the vintage instructions, but I need to find the instructions. All right, now this box, I know for a fact right here is from Evander, so there's no telling what's in here. Let's just get this open real quick. What? Okay. Okay. Holy crap, Evander. Okay, so you guys know I love World War II. I love British television, and I love, you know, British World War II history. Evander has sent... let me see if I can get these out safely. I cannot believe you've sent these, Evander. Evander has sent the what looks to be the new edition of the Dad's Army board game, based on the comedy classic, the televised comedy classic about the Home Guard. And then on top of that, or right under it, oh, he also sent a beautiful postcard of the Sherwood Oak. He says, I hope you and Melinda will be able to come back to England and visit Nottingham, maybe at the same time for the convention. There's a big Doctor Who-centric event, apparently. An area I would love for RetroBlasting to go is toward board games like the one like this one, or your take on Escape from Colditz. I guess he wants us to do content about board games. Keep up the great work and see you on the next video. Yeah, I would love to explore that Escape from Colditz board game. I think that'd be amazing. But underneath this Dad's Army board game, Evander sent the vintage Dad's Army board game, which I cannot believe, and it's from Dennis Fisher, no less. This is unreal, Evander. Thank you so much. I didn't even know this existed. But I am humbled beyond words that you sent both versions of the Dad's Army board game. He's really pushing hard for me to start talking about both television and board gaming. So I will do my best to assess these and see if there's a way to do a video on this and make it satisfying for you and not let you down. It might be a while, but bear with me. I promise it won't take as long, I hope, as getting this Terrordrome restored. I'll put it that way. Thank you so much for these. I don't have the words. I love Dad's Army, so I did not even know these existed. This is crazy. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. This box right here, this is something that I ordered off of the internet. Because I'm working on a video about them, and it dovetails with another video that I'm working on that is movie-based. So I needed these to complete a collection that goes back to childhood. Do you recognize these handles? These are the Flying Fighters from Hasbro from 1989. My brother and I, the Christmas of '89, if you go back and watch my very, very old video about my Christmas memories, Christmas of '89, our big asks for that Christmas were the Flying Fighters. I wanted the F-16. He wanted the F-15. We got them, and then we never went back and revisited the other airplanes because we moved to England shortly after that. But there were only 4 in the original run. There was the F-15, the F-16, the F-14 Tomcat, and the F-18 Hornet. And naturally, for a video on these, I wanted to have the 4 originals. They eventually made like an Apache helicopter, and they were going to make an A-10 Warthog, but they never did. But I wasn't even aware of those because the line died so quickly. But this right here should be... Yes, this is... I gotta build it. The parts are inside. This is the F-18 Hornet. Gotta protect those stickers there. Those Hasbro stickers. All right, so I'll set that right there. And in here, at the bottom, is trying to make sure everything's here. Bear with me. Yes, it looks like, yeah, that looks like everything. So this should be the F-14 Tomcat, which I know most people are like, wait, you didn't go for the F-14 Tomcat first? I was a huge fan of the movie Iron Eagle. I liked Top Gun, don't get me wrong. But I loved Iron Eagle, and I fell in love with the F-16. So that's the one I wanted. And I'm more of an Air Force guy. I'm not as, like, I don't hate the Navy or anything like that, but as a kid, I was more fascinated by the Air Force. Obviously, as an adult, I'm an RAF, aficionado. So the F-14 being more of a carrier airplane, it wasn't, or carrier jet, it wasn't always, first and foremost in my mind. As much as I loved the Sky Striker and all that kind of stuff. I do love the airplane, but when you're a kid, you don't have a guarantee you're going to be able to get all the airplanes. So you pick your favorite, and mine was the F-16. So here is the F-14 Tomcat from Flying Fighters. These have, yep, it's got the swing wing. So these have like a whiter plastic scheme than my brother's F-15, and they haven't yellowed. My brother's F-15 and my F-16 that are still in perfect condition, they're a grayer color. I might have to do some research on that, figure that out. All right, so the rest of the handles and everything are in there. You will see a video on those in the near future. Or on these, I should say, plus those and these. This last box has taken a circuitous route. It has gone, it was a purchase all the way out of Poland for something that I've been looking for a really long time, at least probably the better part of 2 years now. I think what we're going to find out here is if it survived, because the guy from Poland wouldn't ship to the United States. So I had to have it shipped to a friend in the UK and then have it shipped again to the United States. The box is a little crumply, but I'm hoping that inside everything is okay. Okay, this is looking like it's in good shape, but just to make sure, what is this? Okay, so here we have, oh, wow, there's a lot of different, okay, so, okay, he's packaged everything and wrapped everything individually. Okay, so here we have what look to be the CD sets. So what this is, a few years ago, the original composer for the music for Tomb Raiders 4 through 6, so that would be Last Revelation, Chronicles, and Angel of Darkness, did a special reorchestration of all of the music from those games and called it the Dark Angel Symphony. And so here we have what is supposed to be the limited edition CD LP set for the Dark Angel Symphony. So right here is, if I can get this out safely. Yep. So this is the signed, DVD, or sorry, signed CD case for the Dark Angel Symphony. It's got the very nice artwork on the back as well. These have become very hard to come by because they were limited, and I missed the boat on it because I didn't even know they were doing a reorchestration of all this music and putting it on physical media, no less, for the first time. So he did a deluxe set that had the CDs, and then so like the CDs, I believe it's a flip. Yeah, it's an open. Yeah, it's like a hinge case, and then inside are all of the CDs for Chronicles, Angel of Darkness, and this should be. That's the Dark Angel Symphony right there. So, and the Last Revelation. Okay, so the Last Revelation's in there. It was just hiding out. Okay, so we have that, and then we have two last parcels here. This should be the book that came with the set, because you could get these in various tiers. Like you could just buy the LP, you could just buy the CD. I don't know if you could get this book outside of buying the whole deluxe combo platter, but this guy was selling his deluxe combo platter purchase of this offering, so I couldn't pass it up. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is the book. I cannot wait to dig into this. Oh man, see, it's got this book has all the music in it, like the sheet music. It is the sheet music for all of the tracks, all of the cues. So this is an amazing book to have. He sent a Fujifilm color photograph of Lara from Angel of Darkness, and he also sent a really cool patch. I love tombs. That's great. It's always nice when an eBay seller takes that little bit of extra time. Ooh, this is still sealed up. This is the poster. Okay, I'm not going to open this here. This is the poster that came with the LP set. And this here is, I don't know if you can kind of see it through the thing. This is the LP for Dark Angel Symphony. So I'll leave this well enough alone right now because it's still in the box here. And those are all of my latest acquisitions and mystery boxes. Now I got to get back to work on the next real video. But I know I haven't done mystery boxes in a while, and I know you guys tend to wait for those to happen at the end of live streams. And we haven't done those at the end of live streams in a while because our live streams have been conducted at a different computer for the last year and a half. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got to see the mystery boxes opened, because I don't like it when people feel like they sent me something and then they never get to see it opened. And that's the thing, is that I don't want for anything. As you know, I never ask for anything. People just occasionally reach out and say, how can I send you something? And I'm like, you don't have to do that. And they're like, no, but I want to. And it's like, okay. And I always value everything that gets sent, of course, because this community is so generous and they're so kind. But the last thing I want to do is to just open things in the background and people not see them. So for example, that map for Eric that came from Eric, he asked me about that a few times, and I promised him that I would open it on camera. I didn't want to open it off camera, so that map has been sitting sealed up for quite a while now. But it was important that Eric see it opened on camera. I can start putting things in their homes and also start designing content around some of them. And that's probably the most exciting part. Speaking of content, I will now get back to work on the next video for the channel, and hopefully it's a sunny day this afternoon, and it will be the part 1 Terrordrome restoration. So hopefully you and I will both be seeing that soon. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.